Hi everyone! Welcome back to Japamazing. Today's topic is the famous Sakura season in Japan. You've probably seen all those beautiful pink scenes online, but is it really like that all over Japan in real life? And more importantly, is it worth coming to Japan just for Sakura? Let's find out. So what exactly is Sakura? Sakura are cherry blossom trees. They are not typical fruit trees. Most of them don't produce edible fruit, and they can actually be found in different parts of the world. But Japan is where Sakura became something truly special. In Japanese culture, there's a deep respect for nature. There are even national holidays like Mountain Day and Greenery Day. During Sakura season, people gather under the trees to enjoy the moment. This is called Hanami, which literally means flower viewing. For many Japanese people, Sakura is a symbol of how beautiful and how temporary life can be. So, if you think Sakura season was created just for tourists, that's not true at all. But let's go back to the main question. Is it worth coming to Japan for Sakura? I think Sakura season definitely has both pros and cons. Let's start with the weather. Usually, Sakura season lasts from late March to early April. During this time, temperatures are around 5 to 10 degrees at night and 15 to 20 degrees during the day. It's one of the best times to visit Japan. Not too cold, not too hot. But there's also a downside. Sakura only stay in full bloom for about a week, and the exact timing changes every year. That's why there is something called a Sakura forecast, which predicts when the flowers will bloom in each region of Japan. If your timing is off, even by a few days, you might miss the peak bloom completely. And there is one more important thing, the weather itself. For example, this year it rained almost the entire week during peak bloom. Rain and wind can make the petals fall much faster, so the season becomes even shorter. And of course, it's not the most enjoyable experience if your whole trip ends up being rainy. Another big disadvantage of Sakura season is the crowds. If you think you're the only foreigner who wants to enjoy Sakura, that's definitely not the case. Popular spots get extremely crowded. Sometimes it's hard to even see the trees. And you might have to wait in line just to take a photo. And this leads to another issue, high prices. Because of the high demand, hotels and flights become much more expensive. And in many cases, you need to book everything well in advance. Another thing worth talking about is all those photos and descriptions you see online. Is it really that beautiful in real life? You might hear people say that the whole city turns pink, but honestly, that's a bit exaggerated. That said, you can find Sakura trees almost everywhere. At the same time, there are also famous locations with a lot of cherry blossoms. Parks, rivers, and specific areas that have become extremely popular because of Sakura. And I'll show you some of them. First, let's talk about Chidorigafuchi Green Way. It's located in central Tokyo, right next to the Imperial Palace. This is one of the most iconic Sakura views. You've probably seen it on postcards. And I think it really deserves that reputation. But if you want to experience the boat ride yourself, there are a few things to know. It's only available for about a week during peak bloom. It costs around 12,000 yen per hour, and you usually need to book at least a day in advance, if there are any boats left. Also, be prepared for crowds. To see this view, you'll most likely be standing among a lot of people. But even with that, the scenery is absolutely stunning. Right next to it, there's also Kitanamaru Park. Here you can find a more relaxed atmosphere, a nice place to enjoy hanami with friends or family, and see different types of sakura trees along with other plants. Next is Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden. There's an entrance fee, but this place is spacious, less chaotic, and has a wide variety of plants. Some of them are quite unusual and really catch your attention. But during Sakura season, most people are focused only on cherry blossoms, so many other plants don't get much attention. Shinjuku Gyoen is also a great place for photos. Some of the tree branches hang low to the ground, which makes it easier to get nice shots up close. But be prepared, you might still need to wait in line for a good photo, or use a photo editor to remove people in the background. The last spot I visited was Meguro River. I really wanted to see the cherry blossoms here in the evening with the full illumination, but I didn't manage to get there at the right time or in the right spot. I still saw some of the lights, but it wasn't as big as I expected. But anyway, I still really like it. In my opinion, doing Sakura at night has its own unique atmosphere. A bit quieter, more intimate, and very different from the daytime. So whether you should come to Japan for Sakura or not is really up to you, but I'd recommend planning the trip carefully and not making Sakura the only reason to visit. Japan has so many beautiful and interesting things to offer, and I hope you get to enjoy them as well. And if you want to avoid the crowds and high prices, you might consider coming in early March. It's a bit too early for Sakura, but it's plum blossom season, and it's also really beautiful. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. See you next time.